chicken rolls. And the recipe Yvonne got years ago. And she started making them. I thought I'd help out in the kitchen one time. And next thing you know, 28 years, 30 years later, I'm making 6 at Thanksgiving and 6 for Christmas. Now with this new house, the nice thing we like though, or I do, is that we have a double oven. So I can actually make 2 batches at the same time, which saves a ton of time. So to do that, I add 6 eggs, and I am not a professional chef at all, as you can see by the shell.
Has to wash his hands. Give him a second. He touched egg yolk.
2 cups of sugar. Like I said, this is because it's a double batch. I've got to open a can of pumpkin pie mix. And we've still not found a good can opener.
Any suggestions? Drop us a link. Or tell us what you use. We go through tons of can openers or can't find a good one.
Because none of them are any good.
No, they're not.
It's not that we go through them because we bake a lot.
No, we don't go through them because they're dish pooey. So it's the whole
can
for 2.
for 2 of them. When I measured it out, it was like, it left like 1/4 cup in there. But since my sheets that I use for this are extra big, I like that extra stuff in there. All right, so it is 2 teaspoons of baking soda. It's all teaspoons. 4 teaspoons of cinnamon. And 2 teaspoons of nutmeg. Now these are considered your wet ingredients. So now you whisk these together. Because the last thing you'll add is the flour. The last ingredient you add in here is flour, and it is 3/4 cup times 2. So if you got a cup that's a 1.5 cup, you're perfect. Otherwise, 2 cups of 3/4.
Whew, well, that was a lot.
It's crazy math.
That is crazy math.
That's it. It'll be runny.
Yes, it's a very runny mixture.
Give them another shot of Pam. Then you scoop it out. And since I did a double batch, I like to measure them. And it's roughly 6 of these spoons that'll put on a pan. I start out with 5. Then you just want to feather it out so it fills the whole pan. Now the fun part, you shake it. Don't show my triple chin.
You can't see it through your beard. You don't have a triple chin anyway.
All right. Then they're going to go in the oven they go in for a total of 20 minutes, but I set the alarm for 15 after it had been sitting for 5 minutes. Now you flip them onto just a towel.
So well-panned cookie sheet.
And then you're going to sit there and fold them up.
Roll them?
Yep. And they're going to sit like this for 15 minutes. And what that'll do is kind of make them so they actually take the shape. Like I said, this is a double batch. So it's 2 blocks of Philadelphia cream cheese, or any cream cheese. It doesn't matter if it's Philadelphia or not. And the butter, it is a 1/4 cup for 1 batch, so it's a 1/2 cup for 2.
And we're just using, I can't believe it's not butter.
Yeah, if you were going to use sticks, I would definitely get those out way ahead of time.
Yeah, Alex used sticks. He learned that on the second one, how to frost it or soften it up a little bit.
All right. Then it calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla, but
Chris is an expert. He doesn't need to measure.
then you mix this up until it gets mixed well before you add in your powdered sugar.
And that is where this comes in. Now, aren't you so glad 20 years ago plus that you bought me one of
20.
those? It's probably, I know it's more than 20. This is a very old KitchenAid mixer.
2 cups of powdered sugar. I just do 1 at a time. Otherwise, you end up wearing quite a bit of it.
Yeah, he has the guard, but sometimes it's a pain in the butt to mess with. So it's been 15 minutes?
It has been close to 15.
Oh, the yummy goodness.
Yep, so this is just cream cheese and powdered sugar, basically, and some butter.
Vanilla.
A little vanilla.
It's hard not to just want to lick that spoon.
Just spread it out.
Alex was not able to make it for Thanksgiving this year, and he loves pumpkin rolls. So if you saw his social media,
He copied me.
he did. He taught himself, shared recipe.
All right, so after that, just take it, and because, like I said, you'd formed it already in the towel, it winds up.
I know some people like do theirs. We don't mind them being sticky in powdered sugar. Oh, look at that innards coming out. Oh, and we like press and seal works really well.
There's one.
There's one. Do you want to see another one? Because this is the holidays, folks. This is what we're doing. Sometimes you can't build things, create things. Holidays are busy. Yep, I'm in the kitchen. So Chris shared with you how to make pumpkin rolls, and usually I try to share some type of a recipe through this holiday season. And I have been craving these cookies. They are simple, well, kind of a simple cookie because they're a sugar cookie. But there was a lady that came into the salon for years, and she'd always bring us a tin of cookies, each and every one of us. She made cookies like there was no tomorrow, not just the sugar cookies. She made a lot of other cookies. So I'm like, I just want, Sharon, can I just have sugar cookies? I just absolutely love them. I finally got her to share the recipe with me because some people don't, they like to hoard onto that recipe. But luckily, she did share it with me. And her little hidden ingredients is she puts nutmeg in them, and maybe you all do that. And I'm not making I'm just doing circles, no fancy cutouts, y'all. It is Christmas Eve when I'm filming this, and I need to get to these because I still have that craving for those yummy cookies. So I gathered all the supplies. I have all the supplies, so I'll share the recipe and do a little baking with you. I have to love the well-loved on a nope. But it's the person's handwriting, so I don't know. This is how you leave it. The one tool that we are happy to have in this house is my 20-plus-year-old KitchenAid mixer. It is early morning. I don't know how much of the sun is going. These windows, the sun comes in, but you got to have your cookies cool before you can frost them. Here's something we don't use a lot of, shortening. I'm like, when I got the recipe out, I was like, preparing to go to the store, and I'm like, shortening. Oh my gosh, I don't even know the last time I've used shortening, but I only really bake during the holidays anyway. But like, okay, and like, how much should I make? Like, do I want to be cutting out and cooking cookies all day? Yeah, I want my kids to be able to take some home. Don't mind the dirty dishes in the sink because I'm going to be adding some to them. Yes, we have a couple of family get-togethers, so I'll bring some to there, send some with the kids. So I'm probably going to 3 times this recipe. So that's all good. So it says we first start off with 1.5 cups of sugar and then 1 cup of shortening. So I need 3 cups, and I think it'll be good. This is the one occasion I wish I had a apron that for the kitchen. I have lots of aprons for the shop, but they all have paint on them, so. And it's been years since I made these, so we'll see how it goes. I used to bake a ton of holiday candy, but everybody seems like they're always, we're all watching our weight the older we get. So don't make near as much because you would hand it out as gifts. And now my kids make stuff of their own. I think my daughter's making puppy chow and the yummy little oyster cracker pretzel recipe with the dill. So, okay, there's 2, right? 2. Now I need 1 more. I talk and then I'm going to lose count. Okay, now 1.5 cups of sugar. 3 times. Okay, time for you to get your workout. Earn your keep. Oh, it's earned its keep so many times. Oh, I turned it on too fast. I meant to lock it. Well, there's that. Make sure it's all mixed together. Okay, oven temperature 375. Start. 1 cup of buttermilk. Oh, nice and creamy. And do 1 at a time. Probably should take this out. I'm gonna regret my decision because I just looked at my flour ratio. It's 4.5 cups per batch. I'm gonna be making cookies all day. Oh, that's okay. There's 2. It's the only cookies I'm making. It's the only, other than pumpkin rolls. So it may not all fit into this container. Okay, I gotta wash my hands. I guess they all wanted to go in. While that's mixing, I need 1/4 salt. So 3 of these. One teaspoon nutmeg, which I think is why I absolutely, between the buttermilk and the nutmeg. And then 1 teaspoon of baking soda. And then a whole bunch of flour, which I'm pretty sure is not going to fit in here. Okay, I'm going to start adding my flour. Oh, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 and a half. So there's the 1 ratio. Probably should knock down that flour a little bit. And we'll just let it mix until it's all incorporated, then I'll add the next batch. Okay, gonna stop that. Gonna scrape down my sides. Make sure we get everybody incorporated and put my next 4.5 cups in here. No regrets. No regrets. So 1 and 1/2. The next one I'll probably not be able to do what I'm doing right there. Oh, probably sounded like the Grinch right there. Oh, look at the overflow. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. We'll just tell it to go back in there. I'm glad Chris isn't out here watching me make a mess of what I'm doing. Point, you're probably all like leaving the video. I should have read my flour ratio. You know, when you're making a huge group for, group of cookies for, I'm gonna have cutouts for days. But yeah, there's no way I'm not gonna be able to fit that in there. So I have flour all over the place. So I know I have 1 cup in there and I need to change it into a bigger bowl because it's not going to fit into this one anymore. I'm just pushing it out. I really wanted to use my KitchenAid mixer. Oh well, that's so be it. Yep, using my fingers. I just washed them, y'all. And it cooks off. Remember, it's like the calories at Christmas, they don't count. Anything that's made with love from Christmas doesn't count. Okay, so now I get a transfer. Oh my goodness, that is heavy. So I need 3.5 more cups of flour in here. And I'll have to get my hand mixer out. So before I lose my count. 1, 2, 3.5. And I got cookie dough on me. And I think I'm going to stir it a little bit with this and then get the hand mixer. It's all good. People did this before they had the KitchenAid mixers. Right, I'll have plenty of time to clean up the flour. It's not going anywhere. It's at its lowest point now. It should all be uphill from here, right? I'm just going to get a wooden spoon. Put that flour in here. And if I know Sharon that made this, she didn't use a KitchenAid mixer. She did it all by hand. The messy ones are the really good ones, right? We're good. We're good. Look at that. That's incorporated. We're all good. So I've yet to do cutouts on glass. I hope this goes well. So get this cleaned off. You know, we do live in our house and we do have cats, and so you just clean before you do anything. Who will be the chosen one? I have a few rolling pins since you're sticking out. We will take you and you will get to roll some cookie dough. Okay, here we're about to get really messy, so flour. Oh, that bowl is heavy. Oh my goodness. Take my rings off and then I'll never remember where I put them. Okay, so I'm just going to work this a little bit with my hands with some flour. Make sure that everything's incorporated. Really feel like it's sticking together the way that it should be. Your cookie makers are all probably like, you're doing everything wrong. Well, you know, it's about the finished product and how it comes out. I just felt like it needed to be in a little bit of a ball, and I definitely am not going to roll out sections like this. Okay, now I'm just going to pinch off a section. Oh, you can see all that yummy nutmeg in there. Plop. Plop. Gonna pounce it down a little bit. Oh, that nutmeg just looks heavenly. As I said, I'm just doing rounds, and she's got some good frosting with these too, so I'll be sharing the frosting, but we gotta get some cookies baked. I'm gonna spray pan my cookie sheet. I know some people cook them on parchment paper. I'm not going to. I use the air bake, and I love my air bake. So biscuit cutter, I need to see how thick these are. Oh, I think that's good. I think that's good. Yes, my oven went off. It says it's hot. Didn't know which one I would need to. And I don't know if they'll spread or not. The bigger the better, I say. I probably should have preheated both ovens. I forget that we have two ovens. That one did not. He did not stay formed. Oh. There we go. I'm going to preheat the other oven. I forget. So I'm going to stick them in the oven. It says 12 minutes. I'm going to set for 10 because I've not baked them in this oven. And my ratio, we'll see. So yes, just follow the recipe. Maybe not as many cookies. We're going to be here for a while. They're golden around the edges, so I'm pretty sure that they're done. So 10 minutes, I think, is plenty. You know how that works. Everybody's oven's a little bit different. So next batch. Still waiting for my bottom oven to preheat, but getting a lot of them cut out. Let those sit for 5 minutes anyway before, you know, you don't want to move them because you just make them a mess. Okay, 5 minutes is over. Oh no! I guess that one's down. I guess I panned them really nice. I wasn't sure, like, some of them look browner than the other in 10 minutes, so that's the bottom. One casualty. I'll know now that they're going to be slippery little guys. So I'm trying to get my timing so I can have both of them in the oven at the same time. So I'm waiting for the one to cool for 5 minutes. I've got some cookies on there, and I see that they don't spread out terribly. And really, the 10 minutes is better. And then the thickness, I'm going for the thicker ones. Because I will tell you, I did taste test. When you have to make sure they're not poison and you're going to hurt people. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm going to make one batch at a time of their frosting. They're cooling off just fine, so I don't think I have to worry about them melting or anything. We add margarine butter with this. So I'm using, I can't believe it's not butter. And I made sure that it's been out room temperature. It doesn't really say that, but that's what I did. So we have 1/4 cup margarine. I gotta get some, you know, kind of splashed all over the place. So 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1/4 cup margarine, and 1 teaspoon vanilla. Gainer thrifted them. They work out nice. So 1, 2, 1/4 cup. Oh, that's a third. Where's my quarter? No, that is a quarter. No, they're both thirds. Do I not have a quarter? Seriously? Seriously, who has a 1/4 cup? I don't have a quarter. I don't have a 1/4 cup. Well, third it's gonna be. I don't know. Here, we're winging it here. I didn't know they didn't have such a thing as a. 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Then you mix that together, and then it says to add a little bit of milk to make sure that it's fluffy. And I'm going to go ahead and let it get incorporating in here. Now it said milk. It didn't say that it wasn't the buttermilk, so I have a ton of the buttermilk left, so there we go. And we'll just whip it. So I actually bought sprinkles at Michael's because I thought they were pretty. So I got my sprinkle buddy. So I'm going to go ahead and frost, and he's going to put some sprinkles on. He might want to use his finger or a spoon, because I think if you pour them, it's going to get a lot of sprinkles. So this recipe on the frosting, it will harden and set. I re-stirred it because I was waiting to get almost all the cookies done before I did this. So we want them to look festive. I don't think the buttermilk mattered if that's the milk that I chose to use, right?
Correct.
Okay, thank you. Now, whether they're going to harden up before we go to the family get-together, we'll just put them on a plate. It's all good. And I know you could definitely cut out in shapes and all that, but I was just going general here. Been there, done that with the children years ago, of all the different shapes and all the different food colorings, all the different sprinkles, the pipe to bag of icing. Right? We've been there.
Luckily, I think I was working. Well, you always had.
He was hoping I was going to make Oreo truffles.
You always had Mondays off, and that's when you would do all your baking.
Yes. I bet you were right.
So, but she used to do Buckeyes,
Peanut
plain
brittle.
chocolate.
Yeah, the peanuts and chocolate, the white covered pretzels.
What was a puffy thing that we made that was like caramel corn?
Oh, the puff corn. It's really good. It just sucks as you age because you don't burn off the calories like you used to.
No, and as you can see, we do not do recipes half.
Yes, no.
You know, this one, 3 might have been a little bit much.
Might have been, but we're taking to everything. It doesn't sound like anybody else was making cookies, so send some tomorrow with the kids. Both our kids' significant others. You know, they have to go to their families too, so it's a sugar cookie. For some reason, you always have room for a sugar cookie.
Better.
Can you see him all frosting? Did you put in the sprinkles on? That's helpful. That I don't have to stop.
I enjoy being helpful.
Do you? I didn't really. I filmed you while you were doing the pumpkin rolls.
Yeah, you didn't even wash up.
No, we know.
Just sit on the couch.
Yep, I sat on the couch. I always tell him I'm Peg Bud day one. I just sit on the couch watching my daytime soaps, eating my bonbons. I don't even know, do they make bonbons anymore? Oh no, I'm sure I was editing, creating something. But he'll just give me a hard time about it. Kiddingly, lovingly.
Yeah.
My spatula might be a little bit overkill, but that's what I have. All those years of going to Pampered Chef parties that for the once a year item I think you use this on the frosting.
I use it for the pumpkin rolls, actually, for dislodging them from the pan.
I didn't know if you don't spread it out with it though,
no.
Right?
No. When it's wet, pumpkin rolls are wet before you cook them. It just sticks to anything.
Yes.
So no matter what you put on it.
Yes. This is what we were doing. Like I said, it's holidays. This is you bake, you wrap presents, you shop. Oh, I guess I shop all year long though, don't I?
Yeah. Well, then you spend 4 weeks putting up decorations.
Decorating. Thank you all for watching us decorate. It's kind of a letdown now. Like,
well, tomorrow's Christmas, and then so the next day I can just take them all down.
I absolutely love it. I have to share with you, and probably maybe the end of the video. There's one Santa in my Crocs because you all have seen the home tour video, and he sunk down in his eyeballs are peering. I don't know why he moved. We have an elf that showed up out of nowhere too. I did not decorate with that elf. I'm pretty sure I didn't. I guess if I watched my video, I would know. But there was a random red coated elf on the floor the other day. Usually I crate with those, so I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't want to lick my finger. I want to lick my finger, but not when you're making it for others. Okay, we'll show you the end results, because how do you really want to hang with us that long? There they are. I don't know. I think Chris stopped counting at 100.
I think there's 100 on this alone.
Okay. And then we ran out of those colored sprinkles. So then he did a little mixed thing. And then I actually ran out. I think I was putting too much frosting on. So I ran out of frosting. But those are good coffee cookies. That's not enough to make a whole nother batch of frosting. So yeah, the first few got a lot of frosting on them.